I first started in the payment processing business, I felt like I was drowning in a sea of information. Everyone around me made it seem like it was this informational gap where I couldn't quite, get into the business unless I knew this certain information. And every little technical detail from the underwriting process to chargebacks and batching. And I just thought if that I could learn all those things, then I'd start closing deals effortlessly. Well, that was so far from true. And instead of building momentum, I lost months and months of valuable time in the payments processing business. And I was chasing perfection. And even worse, I lost deals because I doubted myself. I thought, Mitch, you're not ready yet. And then one day I had a conversation with a 20-year industry veteran. His name is Justin. And Justin was closing over 15 deals a month, which if you're in the industry, that's a huge amount of deals. And as we talked, I realized something shocking. I actually knew more than Justin about the payments processing business, like generally speaking. There are a couple details where he had me beat, but overall, the concepts, the conceptuality of the payment processing business, I actually understood more than Justin at that time. So that was like, what was his edge? Justin just understood that he had a perfect sales syntax. He knew exactly how to sell. He knew exactly how to market himself. That was incredibly important. And he had perfected the art of sales. That conversation for me was my wake up call when I started trying to be an industry encyclopedia and I focused on what really mattered, which was building a bulletproof sales framework. And within the next month, I closed over 20 deals, and that's more than I had ever imagined were possible in the payment processing business. But getting to that breakthrough wasn't easy. I struggled with unreliable partners who left me hanging on critical deals. And I vividly remember one client asking me, on high risk deals, when does my batch go out? And this was a jewelry store, and there were all kinds of other requirements that were going through my head for this jewelry store, and I froze. And I had no idea what they meant. And I just couldn't quite figure it out. And I didn't have anyone to turn to for answers. And then the deal slipped away, and I felt like a complete failure because it was like sand going through my fingers, right? This is a huge $24 million per year deal. We're talking $250,000 per year profit, and I let it slip through my fingers. It was life-changing money at that time. And I remember just putting my head right in my hands and having to go home to my wife and explain to her the pain that we were going to, have to suffer because I wasn't able to get this deal. Well, I knew right then that having the right guidance was non-negotiable. And I invested in learning from the best mentors. I learned from Tony Robbins, Jordan Belfort, Jeremy Miner. I learned from all of these great top sales gurus, Russell Brunson, Alex Hermosi, Layla Hermosi, and spent $250,000 flying to workshops all over the country, going to meet with the top salespeople in the entire country to refine every pitch, every script, and every single objection to create a system that works for all salespeople. Fast forward to today, and I've closed over $1 billion in payment processing, built up a team of over 100 payment processing sales agents, and helped merchants transform their businesses with a coaching program that takes the guesswork out of sales for professionals like yourself.